Welcome back to Meet in the Middle on this Monday. I'm Christine Brown. I've got a couple of folks in the studio with me, with John and I right now. We have Mary Lou Shea, and Mary Lou is the director. Wouldn't you call yourself the director of the Pasco Specialty Kitchen? If it's not director, what is it?
It is director.
Oh, okay, it is director.
You got it right. Thanks, Christine.
Pasco Specialty Kitchen. And in addition, Mary Lou has brought along Michelle Mann, and Michelle is the Worker Retraining Director of that program. Worker Retraining, the director of that program, and that's from Columbia Basin College. So welcome to both Mary Lou and Michelle.
We are delighted to be here. Thank you so much.
Good. And you are here very specifically to be talking about Mobile Vending University. So before we get into talking about that, which is kind of like a course and kind of like a college course, I just want to talk about the Pasco Specialty Kitchen. What is it?
The Pasco Specialty Kitchen is a nonprofit incubator organization as part of the Downtown Pasco Development Authority. There are two projects managed by the DPDA, the Pasco Specialty Kitchen and the Pasco Farmers Market. And our core charter is to help entrepreneurs, food entrepreneurs, get up and running and navigate through the technical business processes that are required, some by law and some to become a profitable business of their own entity. We provide the commercial equipment and they provide the wonderful recipes.
Great. And you know, the surveys that are done a lot on people who live in the Tri-Cities, and I think it's for a lot of cities, but you know, that's always something that shows up at the top of the list, is that people want to go to restaurants that are locally sourced. The food comes from a local source, and so to have a specialty kitchen sort of providing that incubation, as you said, is a great project. So it's located literally in downtown downtown Pasco. I think I've walked by the building, and I think I've actually peeked in. Yes, okay, so you've got all the equipment in there. What's your relationship to Food Truck Friday?
Well, we created Food Truck Friday. So
Okay.
the Pasco Specialty Kitchen created it as a result of the cyclical nature of the food truck niche. We have 42 active clients at the kitchen that range from catering to manufacturers of jams and jellies, barbecue sauces, and mobile vendors. And I was sitting in my office last November and thought to myself, how can I help these mobile vendors lessen the cyclical nature of their profitability? And I thought, well, gosh, I'll just bring one or two trucks into the back alley and approach some of the large businesses downtown and see if they'd come over for lunch.
Mm-hmm.
And then I thought to myself, oh my gosh, we have the perfect space across the street because the Pasco Farmers Market isn't being used in the off season, and it's a terrific economic development tool. You're using unused space to help build profitability for small business.
Yeah. So here in the Tri-Cities, here in Eastern Washington, a lot of food trucks are seen initially as taco trucks. But you go to larger communities, I mean, New York, Washington, D.C., I mean, they're just lined up in all sorts of varieties of food, and people flock to them. So hopefully that's what you're going to create, right? Okay, so Mary Lou, what are the basics? How long is the course? How how long is it? What are the length of time that somebody spends? What does it cost me?
So it's all in the deets, right? It's all in the details. So the
Mhm.
cost is $277.50, and that covers an official certificate from CBC, class materials, so a binder of materials for future reference, the food truck handbook by David Weber, which is my Bible source for food trucks. And let's see, it will start January 23rd at the Pasco Specialty Kitchen in downtown Pasco from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. And we ask that people register in person at CBC's H building. This has been a little bit of a change. And we can give you our email and contact information at a later date, but the courses are a 5-part series on Saturdays.
So 5 Saturdays I
5
need
Saturdays.
to commit, and this is Saturday morning,
That is
basically,
correct.
9 to 1, okay.
Yes, and we expanded the program because we had it for 2 hours. And people, the attendees, I ask for feedback after each session because I think it's really important to be productive and add value to people who are spending their time and money with you. And they all said we need at least 1 to 2 more hours. We'd like to network with each other. We'd like more time with the guest speakers. So we've broadened it to a 4-hour program. And I just want to say that I am thrilled beyond measure that Michelle, Jean Holland, and Deborah Meadows agreed to certificate the program because it really does add credibility not only to the program and prospective students or businesses, but also to potential lenders, right? So if you're a small business and you're going to a potential lender for financing, they're looking at you and wondering, well, what's your skill set?
Do you know anything about running a business and a restaurant type, even a mini restaurant?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so besides a business plan and a skill set, what can you show us that proves you're committed to making this business successful? And this is putting a stake in the ground for those entrepreneurs and food truck wannabes and getting a certificate that says to the lender, look, I'm serious. I've gone through the series and I've self-educated myself by attending this course and hopefully moving forward with the skill set to be successful on my own.
Yeah, that's incredible. Okay, we're going to take a break here. We'll be back to talk more about the Mobile Vending University getting underway January 23rd. Whoa, better get signed up. We're back in a moment. Oh, I'm going to invite Mary Lou once a week at least, I'm sure. You know why? Because she was so awesome to have one of the folks that is a part of her training here, fresh out of the box, made a delivery. So tell us about this that we are looking at, that I'm looking at right now. And I get to eat. John got one too.
And I chewed right through the styrofoam to get to it.
All right, tell us about it.
Doesn't it look divine?
Fabulous.
So Jenny and Jimmy Wynn, along with Jimmy's sister, are the creators of Fresh Out of the Box. They are one of the Food Truck Friday vendors that started and actually made their debut last March 6th. And they have an incredible cult following now in the Mid-Columbia region, in addition to the fact that they are award-winning. They actually won the People's Choice Award for the Fiery Foods Festival this last fall, hands down. They are an Asian fusion food truck and just delightful partners to work with. Will also be guest speakers on the operations segment for Mobile Vending University this winter quarter. You have in front of you Bagoji nachos, which thanks to many of our community members who have been at Food Truck Friday, are a staple for them. It is a hugely popular menu item, and so I hope that you enjoy it. It's a Korean beef nachos with an Asian fusion twist.
Isn't that fun? Oh wow. What are their names?
Jenny and Jimmy Wynn,
Okay.
and Jimmy's sister.
All right, great. So they do all kinds of Asian fusion, tacos, burritos, rice dishes, Vietnamese
The
sandwiches.
banh mi is the
Oh,
the
wow.
Vietnamese sandwich, and my favorite is the beef burrito, which has bagoji beef in it. But they also have mini tostadas, which are fried egg roll sheets, and made mini tostadas out of those, again, Asian fusion twist, to die for.
So here we are talking about food during the lunchtime. Where do they hang out, fresh out of the box, if
So-
somebody wants to go to their truck?
So thanks for asking about that. Right now, a lot of the food trucks are have ended the season. They did have a location on Clark Street, but are not going to be there for another month or so. They'll start up again with Food Truck Friday, of course, in March, and then look for them at some winter events. I know that the Pasco School District is, and Leslie Call and her team are putting together a winter carnival. The Northwest Egg Show will be having some of the food trucks there. And there's another opportunity to check out Fresh Out of the Box and or call them. So look on Facebook for Fresh Out of the Box Tri-Cities, and you'll find Jimmy, Jenny, and the team there.
Okay, all right, great. That sounds like a good idea. So they've kind of put this together. They've showed how quickly it can be done with their determination, and other people can walk in those same steps. So do they go to CBC to sign up for this, or do they go to the Pasco Specialty Kitchen? Where do we send people if
They need
wanna?
to register through CBC, and
Okay.
they can go right to Hawk Central. There's a registration form to fill out that Mary Lou can either email to them, or they can pick up at the kitchen or at CBC.
Well, I think 277 is a heck of a bargain, quite frankly, to get this kind of background information and to help launch your process. Just putting together your financial plan and everything would be significant assistance.
Well, we believe as a team, it's phenomenal. And quite frankly, the cost is extremely reasonable for an entrepreneur. Some of the advantages and why would you go to Mobile Vending University? Why would you? Well, one is because you have unprecedented access to key stakeholders throughout the whole process.
Mm-hmm.
So whether that's Troy Hedren from the City of Pasco Inspection Services, or Susan Shelton from Benton Franklin Health Department, or Ken Knutson, who will be traveling over from Olympia from Labor and Industry to give you all the tips and tricks about what he'll be looking for when you build your truck or trailer for inspection. So when they get an email from people from Mobile Vending University, those people will be familiar faces to them. Will they get special treatment? No, of course not.